Hi guys, I got some vape mail today. I got the Cloupor T6 and a couple eFest 26650 4200 milliamp batteries. So I'm going to kind of tell you about them and what I think about them. Alright guys, let's take a look at what comes in the Cloupor T6 box. So, nice padded cardboard box. We got a screwdriver. Got a little accessory case in here that has some screws for the 510 connection, and it also has looks like 4 extra magnets for the door. Also comes with a retractable USB charging cord. And then here's the T6 itself. It's pretty nice. It's all anodized aluminum. It has some little dimpled features here, venting on the side and the bottom, the USB charging port, the wattage up and down, and the fire button. It takes 5 clicks to turn it on. Then it does a little matrix-esque binary thing. And so then you get your display, get your battery percentage, then you got a redundant battery status, how charged it is. This device does do 100 watts. It shows your resistance here, shows your voltage here when you're actually firing the button, shows the temperature of the CPU, and the actual puff counter. Now the cool thing about this one is that the back door, if I can get it off here, does have magnets. So it holds pretty good. Pops right off, as you can see. Now I already have one of these eFest IMR 2600 or 26650 4200 milliamp batteries in here, and as you can see, they're the discharge rate or discharge current. Now these things are actually pretty nice. I picked it up because I figured the 4200 would do pretty good in the single cell application with this. As far as the build quality goes, let me see if I can get this thing to focus. There we go. It's not too bad. You can see the negative pin is soldered to the spring, and you can see the positive pin sort of. Under here is the business end of what the chip is. And that's about it. Another nice feature about this box is that it does accept 18650 batteries. So if you don't have a 26650 handy, you can actually drop a 18650 in there. Now it does look like it sits a little recessed from there, so I don't know how well it's going to hold, but it doesn't seem to want to fall out. So that's nice. You can see it did fire right up once I put the battery in there. The one thing I don't like about it though is rattles, and that's button rattle. Like, it seems like it's mostly these that rattle. The fire button kind of does it. It's more of those. So I don't know if I can do anything to dampen that down. I'd have to take the chip apart and see if I can figure out if I can put some kind of bushing in there or not. But so that's the overview of it. I'll go back up to the main camera and show you what she vapes like. Alright guys, so this is what you've been waiting for, is to see how the sucker vapes, right? So using a Asmodus 26650 30mm Addy on here. It's at a 1.06 build. When I hit the fire button, it's saying it's going to 9.3 volts. So, let's take a vape then. Definitely produces clouds. But here's my problem with it. It's when you get it chain vape on it. Here, let me try to get it again. That temperature sensor says CPU too hot. So, chain vaping is out on this thing, which is kind of a shame because it hits pretty good. I don't know if it's 100 watts though. That's the biggest issue I have with it. It doesn't feel like it's hitting that full 100 watts. I don't know if it's a firmware issue. They say it's upgradable. But with the T5 being where it had all the problems with its firmware and bricked the thing, I don't know if I want to even attempt to try and update the firmware until somebody else tries it, because I haven't seen any other reviews on the T6 yet. But it's doing pretty well for me right now. I'm happy with it. I like the fact that you can drop a 18650 in there if you need to. I like the size of it. It's like, honestly, it looks like a fat Hannah. That's what it reminds me of. It has that same. It's light without the Addy on it, obviously, because the Addy's a big old chunk of stainless. Now, would I recommend to buy it? I don't know. I have a lot of 26650 mechanical mods, so I have a ton of batteries, and I like the feel of those, just because I got big fat hands. So, other than that, I think I've pretty much covered it all. Got any other questions or anything, just shoot them in the comments, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. Alright, thanks guys.